Hey students, I had a question on kind of how do we use pi in our answers. So I want to kind of do a brief one here on this is 13.4, question 12. So we could do question B if we wanted to, just kind of as a quick one. We can do A, B, C, any of them. So here in part A, I guess I'll start with A. This turns into a cone, right? Turns into a cone, looks like this. And this piece over straight down was 20. This piece going to the side is 10. So I have to remember, what is the surface area? So the surface area would be the base plus the perimeter times the slant height divided by 2. That's because we're making those little mini triangles, if you want to think of it that way. So because it's a circle, the base would be the circumference. So pi r squared. The base would be the area, sorry. The perimeter would be the circumference, which is 2 pi r times the slant height. And don't forget, we have to divide by 2. Now the slant height here, I got to use a little bit of work because I have a right triangle with sides of 10 and 20. So 10 squared plus 20 squared equals my long side squared. So that's 100 plus 400. So that becomes 500 equals slant height squared. So that becomes the square root of 500. Okay. And we know the radius is 10. So this becomes 10 squared, which is 100 pi, plus the 2's go away. The radius is 10. So I have 10 pi times the square root of 500. Now, if you wanted to simplify this, you could. You could leave it as it is. That's the exact value right there. But you could simplify this a little bit to be 100 pi plus 500, the square root of 500. Let's see, you're off to the right-hand side. 500 is 5 times 100. So if you take the square root of that whole thing, you get a square root of 5 times the square root of 100, and the square root of 100 is 10. So you can simplify that. And then the 10 comes out with the 10 I had in front to become 100 pi times the square root of 5. So the end result, if you were to factor out the 100 pi, would be 1 plus the square root of 5. That would be the exact value. No decimals needed. This is everything you've got here. Nothing wrong with that. Perfectly fine. I would have taken any of these three. They're all exactly the same answer. Okay. Let's see. Let's jump back. What if I was doing something like this? Well, again, this becomes a cylinder. Okay. And a cylinder is area of the base times the height. That is the volume. What do I need? I need two bases because top and bottom, and then plus the perimeter times the height because that gives us the rectangle around the outside. So it is a circle. The radius is 15. The height is 30. So plug in everything that you know. This is 2 times pi r squared plus 2 pi r times h. And h is going to be 30. So when I plug these in, 15 squared, 15 times 15 is 225. So I have 2 times pi times 225 plus 2 times pi times 15 times 30. Okay. So we can kind of put all those pieces together. So 2 times 225 is 450 pi. And let's see here, 15 times 30 is 450 times 2 gives me 900. So 900 pi. And then just add those together. So that gives you 1,350 pi's centimeters squared. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. When we say you don't have to do it. Notice I'm not grabbing my calculator for anything really, maybe multiplying r times h or h squared, but just leave the pi on there. There's no reason to go into massive number of decimals when you don't need to. So anyway, there you go. Hope that helps. Let me know if you have other questions. All right, off you go.